Hi guys, so following up from my last video, I stripped the X Maxx down and investigated the damages so I could price up parts and see how much it was all going to cost, and decided it was uneconomical to repair it. So what I've done is I bagged up all the bits, took some pictures, listed some parts on eBay, and put the Maxx V ESC and motor combo on eBay for sale that was in the X Maxx. And within a couple of hours I'd already had a message from a guy asking if he could swap the 800 kV combo for his Maxx V2 that we've got here. So it's something I don't normally do, but this time I decided to say yes. I thought, why not? It's already got some custom parts already on it. What it did come with is this aluminium gear cover. Also come with this FTX DR8 2000 kV 4-pole brushless motor, which is quite a long can, just over 7 centimeters long, so it's quite a big motor on it. It comes with the WP8BL 150 waterproof ESC, which says capable of 6S. I do believe, looking up this part number, that it is actually a Hobbywing motor combo system, which is great. I love Hobbywing, so yeah, perfect. So I said yes for that. I've also already got, he's a bit battered, he does need a new body. That is the next thing on the agenda. But I've already got a Maxx V1. So I decided to put it back to stock width, because with their short wheelbase and their narrow width, they're just a character. Because my girlfriend's got the V1 Max as well, and they're just such good fun. Some people don't like the way they traction roll. I think it's hilarious when they traction roll, because they do. They just roll over really easy because they haven't got the width. And as well, with the short wheelbase, they're good for flipping. You know, the V2's for stability, and the V1's just for rolling around and just having a bit of fun. So they both will drive completely different. This obviously is only a 4S system, whereas this can run 6S. So this is going to be more like an 8 scale sort of drive, which is fun. So yeah, I like them both. So now I can experience both worlds. Now I've put these Maxx V1 wheels on. So they were on this one when this was when I had the wide kit on it. I removed the wheels that it came with because it had these all-terrain tyres on. There is no foams in there. There's also a rather large split in this one. They're toast really, they're brown bread. They're also quite narrow. I didn't like the width of them, so I thought I'd put the V1 wheels on it so it's got a bit of extra width. I've also put my TRX wide toe links on that was on this one when this had the wide max kit. I've also installed our Max drive cup sleeves. They're obviously for these steel shafts only, because these cups break the same as the X Maxx does. That's a direct fit onto this as well. It's also got this one as well. It's got extra wide extenders as well. It's got some insulation tape around it and a cable tie. It's sort of just shielding it. So I don't actually know what make it is, but I already have taken this for a spin anyway. It went really well considering it's on stock gearing. I did have a quick go on 6S, but yeah, it's got the 24 tooth pinion and the stock 52 spur, which says which is a plastic spur gear. According to the box here, if it was a 4S run, a 2450 is capable of 55 plus mile an hour. So with 6S we might even get faster, but I don't know. Again, those tyres might balloon too much, so might have to try and get some tyres on there with a stiffer structure, some belted tyres, and then see what it will do. I did notice as well on the run, which you'll probably hear on the video, is that there's a bit of a bearing noise, and well, these two bearings are rough anyway, so I'll be replacing those. and still spinning it. There is just a slight roughness in the centre diff area, so I'd imagine there's, judging by the dirt in here, that there's some water got in there and caused the bearings to go rusty. So I'm going to take the covers off. So yeah, you split the upper and lower bulkhead, and then you can get access to the bearings there. Replace them. I would like some new wheels for it. I was thinking of getting the sledgehammers to make it all stock. I've already ordered a new body, a nice new orange themed body to go with the orange arms and the links and that. So I'm going to stick with the orange theme. I don't go easy on my RCs, they do get used, so yeah, I do want to tidy this up a little bit. Oh, he's taken the stock Traxxas clamping system off and cut into the chassis here and put two slices in, one either side, and supporting the battery that way, which is good, it works. But the only problem with this one being so far back here is that if a LiPo that's not quite as long as this battery tray was to slide forward, which it most likely is, the back's going to come out of that strap quite easily. It's not the best being so far back. So what I'll probably do is get the plate type strap system, where you can bolt it directly to the through the chassis there, and have the straps coming off of there, which I think's going to be my next thing as well. So yeah, so change the bearings, put a new battery clamp in, change the body, and yeah, I think that's, so it's not horrendous after its first shakedown run. I'll show you the footage now, and without no further ado, get the 4S LiPos in and give her a rip. So we're at the farm today, guys. Plenty of area to rip around on. Oh, sounds a bit of a bearing noise, a bit of a rough bearing noise coming from it. Yeah, it goes alright. Yeah, seems good. I'll tell you what, it handles amazing with these wide arms and those extra extensions. What I could do is some grippier tyres though. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, she's a ripper. I'll tell you what, that's more than enough on 4S. Ooh. First tumble. Right, that's to do for this, because there's no jumps up here or anything. Success, baby. Oh my god, it's turned it into an animal. Need to re-glue my tyres. Yeah. Oh my god. Ah, I didn't charge the 6S pack, so it's gone flat already. But anyway, that gives you a quick indicator. Yeah, look, flashing red. The intentions were to sell this, but now I've got it, I want to keep it. It's just another one to add to the collection, isn't it? So yeah, the reason why I'm putting a new body on as well is because he drilled some holes either side of the crack there and cross-stitched the cable ties. That was just to try and stop the cracks from getting any bigger. He's obviously painted it himself in grey. What I'll do is I will actually get my new body here soon, I will remove the orange roof skid and the orange, it's like a spoiler, but the orange body saver. So these have been painted orange, but I might take these off as well. They're not, it's not the nicest job, it's a bit rough, but I've ordered actually some orange touch-up paint for the wheels there, so yeah, I could probably touch them up as well. Let's do a quick comparison. So there you go, guys, that's the difference in length. As you can see, the V2 is just probably about an inch longer. So the V1 has got hub extenders on it, but if we do a quick comparison on width there, look, the V1 there is nearly a whole tyre width narrower, look. So you could add another wheel and you'd still. So I might actually do a little comparison video with them. What do you think, guys? Do a little speed test with this on 6S with a GNSS on there. See what speed this will do on stock gearing. It's quite easy with these Traxxas Maxes. Just remove the skid plates, and then there's some bolts on here. And that's the cover off. That's really nasty and mucky inside. But luckily enough, I've got plenty of spare parts of these. I've got another bulkhead that can go on. But I found a bearing noise, so I already replaced these two, but it's still noisy. It's actually this front bearing that's noisy. What I'll do is I'll get you back on when the new bearing's in. So I keep plenty of bearings spare anyway. These are actually for an X-Max, but you find that the X-Max bearings are the same size, which is a bit of luck. There's the front bearing on, the two new ones there. There you go, look. Rough bearing noise is no more. Smooth as butter. So what I'll do is while it's all apart, I'll check all the diff fluids, clean and re-grease all these gears up because they're looking a bit nasty, and that's it, job done. To the point where I've got all the skid back on, but noticed that when I tried to put this tapered bolt in, this is on the bulkhead that I had spare, it just pushes straight in. The thread's actually gone on it, which I didn't realise. I know this will be obvious to most people. Put a longer bolt in. On the right there, the taller one, believe it or not, is off of a Traxxas X-Max skid. So if you're ever having that problem where you've ripped the thread on the bulkhead, if you get a longer X-Max bolt for the X-Max skid, works a treat. So there you go, all the transmissions are a lot smoother now. All the bearings have had a good service and greased all the gears up, checked the diff oils. Yeah, all that was all really good. Be able to put it all back together now after its little service and inspection. Okay guys, that's enough waffling, and catch up with you in the next one.